An autumn festival was coming to the island. All the engines were helping, whenever they weren't busy doing their own jobs. One afternoon, Thomas was resting after taking a coal train all across the island, when the Fat Controller's car pulled up.
Thomas, I need you to take a new light bulb for the lighthouse just before Brandon.
Yes, sir, puffed Thomas, and set off for his important job. Thomas's driver carefully helped the workers load the light bulb into his truck. Then slowly but surely, Thomas puffed on his way. Hopped along, Thomas thought to himself, the lighthouse is at the far end of the island. If I keep going slowly, then I'll miss the festival. Thomas should have remembered an incident he had once before with speed and eggs, but it looked like he was about to do it all over again. Can't we go a little faster? He asked his driver. I guess so, he said. It shouldn't cause any trouble. More coal, fireman! The fireman placed more coal into Thomas's firebox, allowing Thomas to speed up, only a little bit. As he raced along, Thomas passed by other engines with important loads. This made him worry. I don't want to miss the party, he thought to himself. And so, he began to speed up. Soon, Thomas was flying along, almost reaching the speeds Jeremy used. The driver and fireman were getting concerned and thought it best to slow their engine down a little. Thomas, however, didn't want to slow down. He went faster and faster till he reached his limit of speed. This is the way to get the job done, he puffed. Wahoo! Slow down, Thomas, you! The driver got no further. Up ahead, Harvey was replacing some track. A barrier was placed over the line to warn other trains. Thomas was going too fast for his own good. The brace went on with a groan. Cinders and ashes! Puffed Thomas. He hit the barrier hard, which caused his truck to bump into the back of him, breaking the light bulb with a loud shatter. What was that? You silly engine! Cried the driver. Light bulbs break easily, just like eggs. What's up with you and fragile stuff? Thomas groaned loudly. He felt foolish. After the mess was cleared up, Thomas puffed his way back to the yards to get a new light bulb. On the way, they met Edward at Mystic Valley. Thomas told him what happened. Oh, well, he puffed. You got a little carried away, that's all. We all have those moments. It was only then Thomas remembered that his next job was to collect the Chinese dragon from the docks. But he knew he would never get it to the festival on time. Edward, can you do me a big favor and collect the Chinese dragon from the docks? It's for the festival. Certainly, Thomas, smiled Edward. I'm heading off to the docks anyways. Thomas was grateful and puffed off. Before long, Thomas had a new light bulb added into his truck, and he puffed slowly all the way. He knew he was going to miss the festival, but doing his job about breaking another light bulb was more important than a bunch of fun and games. He saw Edward passing by with a dragon. Thank you, Edward, he called. Edward whistled as he went on his way. By the time Thomas arrived at the lighthouse, the sun was already going down. Cyril the Bogman was visiting the lighthouse keeper. Both men were delighted to see Thomas whip the new light bulb. Thank you, Thomas. You did well. Thomas blushed. He was glad to see the lighthouse keeper smiling, instead of yelling at him. By nightfall, Thomas was ready to go. He knew he had already missed the festival. He was disappointed. As he reached the top of the hill, Thomas looked and saw the lighthouse's bright light shining across the ocean. The ships out on the ocean look like stars in the night sky. Wow, smiled Thomas. I might have missed the festival, but this was worth it to see a wonderful sight. A sight you would never have seen if you went fast with a second light bulb, added the driver. Thomas agreed and promised that if he ever got to pull an important fragile special again, he'd be careful with it. Well, we can only hope, can't we?